A time when the giants of the road weren't the only kings. In a world driven by innovation, one company rose from humble beginnings to challenge the status quo. What led to their rise, and what ultimately caused their mysterious disappearance from the automotive world? This isn't just any ordinary story. This is the untold story of ambition, struggle, and the relentless pursuit of progress. This is the story of Studebaker and its last masterpiece.
Studebaker, which started as a humble blacksmith shop in South Bend, Indiana, was founded in 1852 by brothers Henry and Clement Studebaker with just $68. They initially made wagons, quickly earning a reputation for high quality and robustness. This reputation soared when they secured contracts to supply wagons to the U.S. Army, especially during the Civil War, catapulting them to become one of the largest manufacturers of horse-drawn vehicles in the world by the late 1800s. The early 20th century marked a pivotal era for Studebaker as they ventured into automobile manufacturing. They introduced their first electric vehicle in 1902 and progressed to gasoline vehicles by 1904. This transformation was solidified in 1911 through a merger with the Everett-Metzger-Flanders Company, leading to the establishment of the Studebaker Corporation. By 1920, the company had stopped making horse-drawn vehicles altogether, shifting all automobile production from Detroit to expanded facilities in South Bend. This strategic shift was not just about changing products, but also about positioning Studebaker as a significant force in the rapidly growing automobile industry of the early 20th century. The Studebaker Champ, launched in 1960, emerged during a financially turbulent time for the company. Designed to refresh Studebaker's dated truck lineup without incurring high costs, the Champ adopted the front-end and cabin style from the 1959 Lark passenger car. This integration gave the truck a more car-like feel, which was relatively unique for trucks at that time. In terms of engineering, the Champ was innovative. It initially featured an updated overhead valve six-cylinder engine, a significant improvement over the older L-head engines, enhancing both performance and efficiency. The Champ was also available with larger 259 and 289 cubic-inch V8 engines and could be equipped with Studebaker's Flight-O-Matic automatic transmission, demonstrating the company's focus on providing a mix of power and convenience. The market's response to the Champ was lukewarm. While the initial use of the Lark's design did attract some interest, sales volumes remained modest. Production began robustly but declined over the years. Studebaker's own declining fortunes had a shadowing effect on the Champ's production life. By 1964, production had significantly decreased, and with the closure of the South Bend plant, the Champ, like many of Studebaker's models, gradually disappeared as the company moved its remaining automotive operations to Canada, eventually stopping automobile production altogether. And speaking engines, from 1960 to 1964, the Studebaker Champ pickup was available with a variety of engine options to meet different performance needs. At its launch, the lineup featured a 170 cubic-inch L-head 6 engine with 90 horsepower and a more robust 245 cubic-inch 6 engine that produced 118 horsepower. Additionally, there were two V8 options, a 259 cubic-inch engine with 180 horsepower and a 289 cubic-inch engine with 210 horsepower. These engines were compatible with several transmissions, including a standard 3-speed manual, as well as optional 4- and 5-speed manuals and an overdrive feature. For those who preferred automatic transmissions, Studebaker offered the Flight-O-Matic, which was also used by Ford. The Champ was offered in various models, including different bed sizes. One notable addition was the full-width space-side cargo box, which Studebaker sourced from Dodge. However, this new feature did not significantly increase sales as anticipated. Improvements in the later models, particularly the 1961 6E series and beyond, included suspended pedals, enhanced steering boxes for smoother steering, and two-stage leaf springs for improved load handling. The 1963 to 64 models were among the first American trucks to offer optional air conditioning and service bodies made of fiberglass, showcasing Studebaker's commitment to innovation during its final years. If Studebaker was so good, then why and how did it vanish? Well, Studebaker faced a series of challenges that combines internal missteps and external pressures over decades set the stage for its downfall. The company's management faced significant issues, often making poor choices with their profits, missing out on crucial market trends, and making questionable strategic decisions. Notably, during the Great Depression, while other companies were saving money and reinvesting, Studebaker continued paying dividends, leaving it financially vulnerable. After World War II, competition intensified, especially from the big three automakers, GM, Ford, and Chrysler. These giants had deeper pockets and could produce cars more economically due to their size. Studebaker, with its limited resources, found it increasingly difficult to keep up, especially while trying to recover from earlier financial mistakes. Quality control was another critical problem. Some Studebaker cars were known for their poor durability and build quality, which turned customers away and hurt sales. A dwindling network of dealers and insufficient investment in new product development compounded these issues, making it tough for Studebaker to hold its ground in the market. The situation reached a tipping point in the early 1960s. Even a brief successful stint with the Lark model couldn't save Studebaker from its growing financial woes and competitive disadvantages. The closure of its South Bend, Indiana plant in December 1963, followed by the end of production in Hamilton, Ontario in March 1966, marked the end of Studebaker's era in car manufacturing. Champ, which was only produced for a short period, it occupies a special place in the history of American trucks. It was among the first pickups designed with the comforts of a passenger car, using the cabin design from the Studebaker Lark. This forward-thinking design anticipated future trends where style and comfort became as important as functionality in trucks. In the collector's world, the Champ has a small but passionate fan base. Collectors value this model for its combination of car-like comfort and practical truck utility. The most sought-after Champs are those that have been well-maintained or expertly restored, and these trucks are often highlighted in car shows or added to private collections. Compared to its peers like the Ford Ranchero and Chevrolet El Camino, the Champ leaned more towards a traditional truck, built on a sturdy truck chassis instead of a car base. Despite its innovative design that blended car features with truck utility, it didn't reach the same level of commercial success or cultural significance as its competitors. Nonetheless, the Champ's contribution to the evolution of pickup trucks remains an interesting topic for automotive historians and collectors alike.